Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful day within the Lord. Today, I want to read Genesis 6, 5 through 8, I believe it is. Okay, and I really kind of want to focus a little bit on the fact of how God felt from creating man. See, we're in a stage in our existence where we are no better than the time of Noah, right? And it grieved God to create man because he sees all the wickedness that is going on. See, his intention when he created us wasn't designed for evil, it wasn't designed for wickedness, it wasn't designed for rebellion, it wasn't designed to, take a stance against your husband, it wasn't a design for men not to love their wives, okay? He had a beautiful order that he wanted to have happen. But because of sin, because Eve ate of the fruit, then gave it to Adam and Adam ate it, we see the fall. We see introductions of sin, right? We saw Cain kill Abel, the first murder, the first lie. We've seen it. But as the time progressed through their era, men became more and more increasingly wicked. And God was sorrowful that he even created man, so he destroyed the earth with a flood. Now we see in our day and age, the same kind of stuff is going on. God didn't say he was going to flood the earth again because he made a pact with Noah, or you could say a covenant with Noah, and said, listen, when you see the rainbow in the sky, that means I am not going to flood the earth. This is a promise that I will remember. But that doesn't mean he's not going to destroy the earth. He's just going to do it in a different form, right? We kind of seen what happened with Sodom and Gomorrah and how he destroyed those two cities for all the sin and all the immoral acts and desires that was going on there. So I want to read Genesis chapter 6, 5 through 8. And it says, Then the Lord saw the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intent of thought of his heart was only evil continually. And the Lord was sorry that he made man on the earth, and he was grieved in his heart. So the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, creeping thing and birds, and of air, for I am sorry that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eye of the Lord. So Noah was the only one that found grace. And because of that grace, God decided to spare him, destroying everything else. Now we see in Genesis 1 how God flooded the earth. But then when you go to Revelation and you read on Revelations about the seven trumpets and the seven bowls of wrath, you can see that it is beyond what he did here in Genesis. So he ended this wrath in Genesis by flooding the earth because he was grieved, right? His heart was hurting. Like, the man that I've created, the woman that I've created, I've done this to be happy, and it was pleasing to me, and I enjoyed it, and I wanted to just spend time with them in the garden. To, man, look at all this is going on. Man, I can't have this. This is hurting me. I don't want to see this anymore. So I'm going to destroy it. And that's exactly what God did. But he found favor with Noah. So when you look at this, even God had the emotions, right? We talk about his love. We talk about his grace. We talk about his mercy. We talk about his compassion. But we don't talk about his anger. We don't talk about his wrath. We don't talk about how just he is and what is coming. And we always focus on the positives with God, but we won't look at his just intent on what is coming to us because we don't want to envision that. And as long as you don't envision it and you're constantly saying, "Oh, I've got mercy, I got grace, and I don't really have to fear what's coming, because I'm good," and you're continuing to sin, then you're in a dangerous place, my friend. God is not playing. He warned Noah. He said he was sorry that he made man. Imagine, how do you have to get to a point to be sorry that you created something? How do you get to a point where you're sorry about a job, or it's grieved your heart about a job that you took, or, people you're around, friends you have? I mean, you have to really be pushed to a point where you're in that state of mind. And God became in that state of mind from looking at all the wickedness of men, women, men. He destroyed everything. He did not take anybody away from it except for Noah and his family. Even the birds and the creatures on the earth paid for it as well. So with that, I hope you guys reread Genesis chapter 6, verses 5 through 8, and see that. See that. I think that a lot of times, I want to say this, and then, I'll make like a little YouTube short about it, but the wickedness that comes in all forms, right? It comes in all forms. It's not just sin, it's not just the theft, the murder, and all that other stuff that we're doing nowadays. It's the homosexuality. It's men dressing as women dressing as men, lesbians, homosexuals, crimes that are just running rampant throughout the earth. People in the church that just can't get along with other people in the church, right? Gossip. You see a lot of YouTube Christian channels, and I said this not too long ago, but there's a lot of YouTube Christian channels out there, and all they do is gossip about everything that they read or see, or they want to put things on their platform. They're at a comfortable point, and they lost sight of what their platform was designed for. Their platform isn't designed to gossip about what other people are doing out there in the world. It's about preaching the news of God. And, a lot of them, I've had people make comments about algorithms. I don't care about an algorithm. I care about the Word of God. I don't care about an algorithm. I don't care about the gossip of all those other things that are going on. And God despises gossipers as well. So if you think you're safe and you're a Christian channel, I dare to say you're a gossip channel, not a Christian channel, because a lot of those channels that I see, they do nothing but gossip about everybody and all the other stuff that's going on in the world. Focus in on God. Because this is what the devil does, right? He sneaks in and he causes all kinds of wickedness and gossip and get your eyes off of God. And that's what happened back in Noah's day, right? The same thing that happened. People became unafraid of God. Because if they were afraid of God, they would have stayed true to God. The wickedness wouldn't have progressed. Maybe some people would have been afflicted by the wickedness. Some people would have inherited that wickedness because they just didn't want to believe. But an entire civilization didn't fear God, so God destroyed it because they allowed the wickedness to come in. When you don't fear something anymore, you'll do whatever. So keep your mind on God, keep your focus in on God, keep your love on God, and stay in the Word. God bless, stay in love, and be encouraged.